You ready for this? We're going to keep going and going and going. I'm going to keep expanding into areas that may make you a little uncomfortable. That's a good thing, because nobody makes you think or believe anything. Nobody makes you do anything. So why would you ever be offended by somebody's opinion? Only the ego's threatened by that, and it needs to defend itself. Be careful of that. Separation, conflict, old world. We're done with that. You ready to go into this space? Because I'm going to talk about the ET agreements, the creator agreement, the matrix agreement, you the person, how it all works together. You ready for this? It's going to seem real simple. It's going to make so much sense if you're open to it. And that's your choice. You ready? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fear and live an amazing life. Go purchase my book. Support the word that we're limitless. And that book may change your life. In fact, if you read it, it will absolutely change your life. It has an energy in it that's expansive. And if there's one thing that you change about how you think about the world because of that book, your life will shift, because now your path has gone off here and completely different things will open up, and expansion is good. We're going to talk about ETs, our DNA, us as humans, what's going on out in the matrix, beyond the matrix, and then the creator. Everything's one thing. I want you to know something so we can drop all the fear and the stories and all the cray-cray media and stories out there that are meant to put you in fear and limitation. That's deliberate, by the way. Okay. Why are we going into limitation and fear? It keeps us in a place where other low densities get to control the material world, or so they think. Power is very important to them and their stuff. So as long as we're in fear, we're not going to operate the same way we would if we knew we were unlimited, when we know that we are unlimited. So here's how it works. I'm going to make it pretty simple. Read my book. I do go into some of this. My next book's going to go really deep into this. We are one energy creation of everything. When we are in singularity, which is unending also, but let's say singularity, the pyramid. When we're in singularity, there are no illusions. We're all-knowing, all creative, all expansive, just pure love, beyond love. The more we go down here and explore this, the more we create illusions to learn things, and illusions to learn things, and illusions to learn things. Okay? So we have guardian angels up here. They don't need to, experience death or illness and stuff like that. They are let's say, a segment of the energy field that has experienced something else or evolved. So we separate purposely, but we're actually still never separated. We're all connected. We're entangled. So that's why what I do affects you and vice versa. So we can never really call ourselves individuals at all. It's just an illusion expression, which is a lot of fun. That's what we chose here. So when we were in this unified state of being, we all knew that there was a matrix that was being developed, and the avatars being developed were humans. You don't just have the first avatar work. If you've ever been a gamer or developed games, you know that the first one doesn't work perfectly. You keep upgrading and changing and improving on it, just like anything. And that's what we've been doing. We were the part of the creative energy field, whether in the form of an ET, an extraterrestrial, or anything else. It's all still creation. And so we decided that we were going to upgrade. It was necessary to upgrade the human being, the DNA, so that it could handle the awakening and would go into that more expansive space. We were not progressing like originally planned. And so by choice, another creation, there are no mistakes. Part of that experience was to create a human that could experience density and make individual free will choices. Sort of a fun thing to do. So you were part of that. You were part of the decision to upgrade and create the humans and the matrix, the whole way it was going to work with free will, and everybody else agrees that's part of that they're not going to infringe on that. However, it is part of the one energy field that is everything. It does affect it, so there has to be some controls. Assistants out here that's going to help. They send other light beings to raise the frequency. We have guardian angels that step in that don't infringe on free will but help assist. All that stuff is absolutely planned out, absolutely in place as part of what we're playing out here. You helped create it. You had to. It's impossible for you not to have, because you're not an individual. You are one mind that went into what you believe is an individual. You agreed to forget everything. We are unconsciousness. That's the game here, unconsciousness. This matrix is, can I forget everything and then go into this? So whatever happens after this point, you're coming from a place of fear. So I wrote Breakthrough Fear. I explain how what fear is. Actually, you can use it in a very positive way. It's not something to avoid. So when we go into breaking through fear, we don't have to understand why things are happening, but we know that they're happening purposefully and always for some kind of teaching or evolution or something that's going to take us into expansion and experience and adventure. But the ego names it, doesn't want things, wants to control everything. So because you're in unconsciousness, when you let go, you don't have to understand what's happening, but you know that it was all planned out and that it has absolute purpose in it. Positive. It's always positive. And so even something that seems horrific is contributing toward the positive knowing of the one creation that we agreed to. Okay? So you have to, in our unconscious state, if you want to go into enlightenment, you have to let go of that and not try to understand it, because you agreed to come into density that can't know that. You can't know it. You're too dense. Now you can go into what I call the knowing. I explain that in the book. It's actually the last chapter. It's real short. It's pretty clear. When you go into the knowing, you can go into that space, but the knowing is when you stop asking questions and you know that you can't, as a human, have the answers. Everything that's happening, this is why I talk about abductions, abuse, all these things. You let go of why it's happening, and you know that it was all designed for an experience and for opportunity. There's always opportunity in. Now those abductions and things, people think it's wrong and evil and all this stuff because you've come into unconsciousness and you forgot that you were participating in all of it, agreed to be a part of the upgrade of the DNA and the testing on our bodies of what we're doing on the planet. The only way they can know what's going on this planet is if they see what's happening within our bodies, the physical aspects. So that's why they explore things. They also heal things, do amazing stuff. That's all pre-planned. But because you're in unconsciousness, you go, that's bad, we're being controlled. Ah. No, and you're not. It's impossible because you're too amazing. You're perfect. You're the one. You're the creation. Because the creation's everything. It's all equal. When you say that people, somebody drains my energy, I say, no, physically. Yeah, you can drain your physical energy because it's dense. It dies. It evolves, it transforms. But you, the energy field, no one can take that energy. It's equal. It's equal. Nobody takes your energy. How can somebody take your energy? So what's left? You don't have any energy? No, that's ridiculous. You have to give it. You're in 100% in complete control. That's why I called it your spiritual butt kick. Break through fear, your spiritual butt kick. Why? Because you're completely in control. You have to believe something to allow it. You have to participate. That's free will. That was built into this whole scenario we're playing out. That cannot be bypassed. There are other things happening we agreed to in advance where if we get to a certain point, then the other beings that are participating in our matrix on the other side can step in. Like they can stop a nuclear war. By the way, that's not going to happen. That's not even in the works. The biggest thing we have to concern ourselves with to win this game, to really go into the next stage of total awakening is to turn this abuse of our planet around and our animals. We have to completely transform that. Completely. You have to live it right now. What you do today is the future. What I do today is the future. It's not something you look forward to. You guys looking, for answers from mediums and predictions. It's impossible. They'll only tell you what you're thinking right now, and you already know that. Don't waste your money. Yeah. And if they tell you that it's something in stone, that's a very negative, controlling, egotistical answer. So why would you go to that? That's somebody putting fear in you. No dark entity, which is a choice that something else made, no matter what that entity is. It's playing. It wants to play. You don't have to play with it. Goodbye. If you are in a negative energy field and you are tuned into that station, that's what you're going to hear. Can't go up to the penthouse if you're tuned into the dungeon. There's no light down there. Nothing wrong with rats and mold, but it doesn't feel very good, does it? If you're done with that, join me in the penthouse with the champagne. It doesn't mean the problems go away. It means you don't see them as problems anymore. And you say, here we go. Stay in faith because I'm indestructible and this is an experience and nothing can actually harm me. Only the story in my head tells me that. You agreed to absolutely everything. You are part of the creator decision-making that created the human being species and upgraded it and then decided to step into a body to play it out in density, and everybody sent you off and said, good luck! We'll be here waiting for you when you get out. And you're going, I'm fine, I can handle this. And then you forget everything and nothing makes sense. And as a baby, people tell you that there isn't an angel in the room. There aren't fairies. You can't be a cowboy or cowgirl when you grow up. That's silly. You have to work in the manufacturing plant or wait tables or be a doctor and give people pharmaceuticals that you don't believe in anymore. But you can change all that. You can be the doctor that does things a different way. You can be the cowgirl or the cowboy that saves animals and has whole schools where kids come out and learn how to treat animals, or we have therapy, horse riding and stuff. There's a whole world that awaits you that's so lucrative too, by the way. People want positive solutions. This is the game, my friend. We're in unconsciousness. There is no bad. So if you're looking at all the conspiracy, that's happening, that's happening. It's all the bull crap, made up garbage that you can choose. Because everything's illusion. Which illusion do you want to choose? Let it go. It's made up. It exists, but it's made up because everything, even the good stuff's illusion. When you step out of that, you don't even have near-death experiences when you go into that real high-end state. Because you don't take that energy over there that still hangs on to illusion that meets your family. And your family, they're light beings, but they will appear to be your family because you're still hanging on to that attachment to the material world so that you recognize things, so you don't freak out when you go over there. There's a transition period. So don't try and understand any of it. Just go, wow, this is crazy stuff. Okay. Just as soon as you think you're broke, when you let go, you get the lottery win, not because you needed it to be happy, but because it came in for the right reasons. You get the inheritance. You get the opportunity. You get the higher paying job. You get the chance to get some training so that you'll make more money. You get the chance to do something good for the planet. You become a coach. There's a message, a person tells you there's another way for you to earn money that will transform the planet, because that's the new earth. And our ETs standing there going, they didn't remember. Doesn't mean you were a human, by the way. You could have been one of those ETs. You could have been one of anything. There's just endless ones. Millions, billions, cajillions. Is that a number? It doesn't matter. There's no numbers. Only the ones that interact with each other, but they're endless. Are you ready for that? To take responsibility that you don't need to know. Nothing's negative. Everything is divine purpose. And there are, of course, lower beings everywhere, in every form. We're the ultimate lowest being. Quit pointing the fingers out there. Start looking here. We kill each other, we kill animals, we destroy our planet. Why are we doing that? We have to make choices right here. Right here. No more finger pointing. You ready? I hope you'll purchase my book and share with others that there's a message in there that could be so life-changing for you. And I really mean that. I wrote it to be life-changing. And I meant every word in it. And if you take it to heart, it'll open gateways that you never imagined. You know, I have free videos. I'm changing my whole platform. I'm going to start sharing some things with you to make better choices. Down in the description, I have an Amazon store with products that have no plastic, no toxin, vegan, bunny-friendly, all of it. I make the best, highest choices in there, okay? And then also, I have ways for you to earn money. That's going to be coming out here soon. If you're in this list, you'll find out about ways to earn money that are so lucrative, doing things you love, having real purpose, real purpose. I actually have a whole course that's coming out on that. How do you find that? I'll help you do it, and I'll help you make money doing it. If you don't want to run out this whole online business thing like I do, it's a lot of work. You can do things simpler. I'll show you how to do that too. But we will not allow anybody on my platform, Digital Explorers, that's coming out, is not allowed if you do anything that harms people, animals, the planet. Not allowed. You can go someplace else and do that. It's not the new earth. You like it? Get ready. We're going to do some amazing stuff. I hope you'll subscribe. And when you read my book, I hope that you will give me a rating and leave a comment about, what it did for you. I would love, and please do that on Amazon so others can see what you got out of the book. It's also in Kindle. I'm very excited about this. I'm going to keep writing and sharing information with you that hopefully you'll realize this is all divine. It's all divine. No more naming or judging. Are you ready for this? You're so perfect. You have to be. Source didn't make a mistake, and you are Source. You're whole and perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Did you feel that? Say, yes, I accept that. Unconditional love. Namaste.